TV7's Great Lake movie presentation, The Incredible Shrinking Man. We'll be back following these messages.
We better be better. We're ready.
Braniff flies to over 50 major U.S. cities, 9 countries in South America, Mexico, principal capitals in Europe, cities in the Pacific and the Far East. And to every one of them, we promise to do everything we can to give you the best airline service in the world. When you make promises like we do, you better be better.
We better be better. We're ready.
Thomas's introduces a wholesome new taste for breakfast. Thomas's new wheat English muffins, made with 100% whole wheat and a healthy dash of bran. Wheat English muffins, made that good old-fashioned Thomas's way, with those little nooks and crannies that make them crisp and crunchy outside, light and airy inside. Thomas's new wheat English muffins, a wholesome new taste comes to breakfast.
How would you like to buy a car that looks like a Cadillac, gets the same gas mileage as Toyota, and costs about the same as a Chevrolet Monte Carlo? Well, you can. Tomorrow, your Capital Buick dealers are having the Regal sale of the century. Regal, for about the same as Monte Carlo. Century, looks like a Cadillac Seville. If you should have bought your new car by now but haven't, don't wait any longer. Buick may be the perfect car for you, and this may be the perfect time to buy it. See you tomorrow at your nearby Capital Buick dealer. We're having a Regal sale of the century. Don't miss it.
Potatoes are just potatoes, a tuna is just a fish, and a sandwich is a poor thing till the mayonnaise makes it rich.
When it's the mayonnaise that makes it make it Kraft. When it's the mayonnaise that makes it make it Kraft. At Kraft we're making mayonnaise that's real and smooth and rich. At Kraft with every egg we break, we toast your favorite dish. When it's the mayonnaise that makes it make it Kraft.
Stay tuned for more of The Incredible Shrinking Man in a few moments.
Taste the fish called Country Season. Country Season Vandy Counts. Every bite so light and crisp, we got a hit from kids to grounds. You've never tasted fish like this before. Crunchy breadcrumbs outside, light flaky fish inside, with a special blend of herbs and spices only Vandy Counts has.
Country wholesome. Country style.
Country Season tastes so fine, try Vandy Counts Great Country line.
It's the fish that catches people.
This is the world of Estee Lauder, filled with some of the most glamorous times you can have. And now she has a gift for you. A collection of her famous makeup, treatment, and fragrance products. This $17 value is yours free with any Estee Lauder purchase of $6.50 or more. How great to have Estee Lauder treat you to Estee Lauder. Receive your Estee Lauder gift through March 29th in the cosmetic departments at all Woodward and Lothrop stores.
A big green football team, an endless yellow sea, a cherry pie, an orange sky, the bluest eyes you'll ever see. Yes, America's true colors come through on GE.
GE TV brings you America's colors vivid and lifelike, and our special VIR2 circuit adjusts the color automatically.
Yes, America's true colors come through on GE. GE, we bring good things to life.
Ram Tough Dodge announces the long-range Ram van. Biggest standard fuel tank for the greatest range of all standard vans. Best automatic mileage ratings, too. More than Ford or Chevy. And it's Ram Tough. More galvanized steel in critical areas. More than Ford or Chevy. Even when Ford and Chevy are comparably equipped, Dodge long-range Ram van is hundreds less.
Dodge trucks are Ram Tough.
Test drive a Dodge van and get $500 if you buy or lease one within 30 days. See your Dodge dealer now.
The Incredible Shrinking Man will return in a moment.
Lovely, isn't it? But is it real? You're looking at the incredible Blue Star counterfeit diamond ring. You've seen all kinds of simulated diamonds that have a dull, fuzzy, yellow, or glassy look. But there's only one Blue Star counterfeit diamond. It's flawless, full of fire and brilliance, dispersing a blaze of spectral colors like tiny rainbows. A 1-carat center stone surrounded by 4 smaller stones. Yes, an expert can tell the difference, but practically no one else can. And it comes in a man's style, too. Rings of similar quality are sold for as high as $50. But for a very limited time, we are offering this ring to you for only $14.95, 2 for $28. Enjoy it for 10 days, and if you're not delighted, return it, and we'll refund your money, no reason necessary. Only $14.95 or 2 for $28. Order now and give your rings eyes.
Call toll-free 1-800-331-1000. That's 1-800-331-1000.
It's coming your way. 40 railroad cars crammed and jammed with all the spine-tingling thrills and chills. The excitement, laughs, and fantasy of the greatest show on earth. It's the most eye-dazzling spectacle you will ever see. The all-new Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus, America's living tradition.
Coming to the DCR Marine March 26th, April 7th. Charge tickets by calling 544-3750.
Hey, I was mailed the short form, but you block people use the long form.
Right, because in your case, the short form will shortchange you.
I didn't know that. I should have come here last year.
At H&R Block, we're trained to know which form is best for you. And we found you do better with the long form.
You really are thorough. I should have come here last year.
See you next year.
Come to H&R Block this year, so next year you won't have to say,
I should have come here last year.
When I bite into a York peppermint patty, I get the sensation of cool water droplets falling all over my body. Pitty-patty, pitty-patty, pitty-patty.
TV7's grade late movie presentation of The Incredible Shrinking Man will continue following station identification.
How would you like to buy a car that looks like a Cadillac, gets the same gas mileage as Toyota, and costs about the same as a Chevrolet Monte Carlo? Well, you can. Tomorrow, your Capital Buick dealers are having the Regal sale of the century. Regal, for about the same as Monte Carlo. Century, looks like a Cadillac Seville. If you should have bought your new car by now but haven't, don't wait any longer. Buick may be the perfect car for you, and this may be the perfect time to buy it. See you tomorrow at your nearby Capital Buick dealer. We're having a Regal sale of the century. Don't miss it.
We're digging in. We're digging in. America's digging into Planters.
Americans who love digging into snacks dig into Planters, like Planters dry roasted peanuts with its special seasoning and fresh roasted flavor.
Working hard and having fun. Planters nuts are America's #1. We're digging in. We're digging in. America's digging into Planters.
I am a television commercial. I can sell with a laugh. I can sell with a tear. I can demonstrate. I can animate. I can sell hard. I can sell oh so soft. I can sell one thing. Or I can sell lots of things. I am a television commercial. I can be anything but ignored.
You get our best with Paul Berry on News 7. TV7's Great Lake movie presentation, The Incredible Shrinking Man. We'll be back following these messages.
Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Bonjour.
She's into Bonjour action jeans with a sleek, elegant body style.
He's into Bonjour for high performance and rugged dependability.
She loves the way Bonjour hugs the corners and handles the curves.
He wants Bonjour's fit that lets him know there's a high-powered machine under that racy exterior.
Built to move.
And built to look like they're moving even when idle. Bonjour action jeans.
Beautiful.
But dangerous.
Bonjour.
Now at all Woodruff and Lothrop stores.
A nuclear nightmare. An Ayatollah shows his stripes. A pontiff discovers America. Man's distant past. The Navy's future. Taxes. Inflation. Cuba. The kingdom of oil. Opera's golden voids. Hollywood's new faces. There isn't a subject under the sun or an issue on your mind that you won't find covered in the pages of Time. For Time is the news magazine that does the homework for your headwork. The very real stories of the news that's happening to you. And if you'll try Time now, we'll send you about half a year at half the single copy price. And this brand new 1980 Hammond Almanac free. The Almanac brings you a world of facts, and Time brings you a world of news every week. From Time's revealing cover stories and exclusive interviews to its movie, music, and book reviews. You cover it all. Sports, medicine, religion, science, business. You get it all in the lively writing and colorful pages of just one magazine. Information you won't find anywhere else. News you can talk about, think about, use. Time. It's the news magazine that invented the news magazine. And for more than half a century, it's been the magazine for people who care about knowing. You'll find Time useful too, especially in the critical news year ahead. It will keep you up, tune you in, and take you everywhere. Time's cover price is $1.25, but you can subscribe now at our basic rate of only 59 cents an issue. That's 27 issues for $15.97, and we pay the postage. Just phone this toll-free number to order Time and to get your 1980 almanac as a dividend. Time is yours for only 59 cents an issue, while the almanac comes free with your paid subscription. Our operators are standing by. Phone toll-free 800-621-8200. That's 800-621-8200. Remember, Time is half the cover price. The phone call and the almanac are free.
Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Bonjour.
She's into Bonjour action jeans with a sleek, elegant body style.
He's into Bonjour for high performance and rugged dependability.
She loves the way Bonjour hugs the corners and handles the curves.
He wants Bonjour's fit that lets him know there's a high-powered machine under that racy exterior.
Built to move.
And built to look like they're moving even when idle. Bonjour action jeans.
Beautiful.
But dangerous.
Bonjour.
Now at all Woodward and Lothrop stores.
Lovely, isn't it? But is it real? You're looking at the incredible Blue Star counterfeit diamond ring. You've seen all kinds of simulated diamonds that have a dull, fuzzy, yellow, or glassy look. But there's only one Blue Star counterfeit diamond. It's flawless, full of fire and brilliance, dispersing a blaze of spectral colors like tiny rainbows. A 1-carat center stone surrounded by 4 smaller stones. Yes, an expert can tell the difference, but practically no one else can. And it comes in a man's style, too. Rings of similar quality are sold for as high as $50, but for a very limited time, we are offering this ring to you for only $14.95, 2 for $28. Enjoy it for 10 days, and if you're not delighted, return it, and we'll refund your money, no reason necessary. Only $14.95 or 2 for $28. Order now and give your ring size.
Call toll-free 1-800-331-1000. That's 1-800-331-1000.
David and Renee.
I think it's very important to get out of the studio. No way is better than to be reporters.
The natural part of it is being a reporter and having direct experience on the scene.
What it all comes down to is this news is what's happening to people, and there is no substitute for talking with, for touching the individual as he goes through his daily life.
We can make sure that what we produce as a team is the best.
You get our best on News 7.
TV7's Great Late movie presentation of The Incredible Shrinking Man will continue following station identification.
Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Bonjour.
She's into Bonjour action jeans with a sleek, elegant body style.
He's into Bonjour for high performance and rugged dependability.
She loves the way Bonjour hugs the corners and handles the curves.
He wants Bonjour's fit that lets him know there's a high-powered machine under that racy exterior.
Built to move.
And built to look like they're moving even when idle. Bonjour action jeans.
Beautiful.
But dangerous.
Bonjour.
Now at all Woodward and Lothrop stores.
Do you still think of Fortune as a magazine only for people who've made it to the top? Well, think of it this way. It's one of the reasons they got there, because Fortune gives you information you can work with. Every 2 weeks, you get an inside look at who's doing what and why everywhere in business. Corporate stories, timely profiles, wide-ranging roundups you won't find anywhere else. Every issue of Fortune is alive with news, ideas, tough reporting, revealing articles, profitable reading. Look, the decisions behind Volkswagen's $500 million hop from losses to profits, and the hard-nosed dealing for the pretty faces of the modeling business. How image consultants repackage today's on-the-move executive. Why silver is the new game in town, and who's betting on it. Dow versus DuPont, 2 chemical giants. Changes at Avon. How Levi Strauss is stretching beyond the jeans business. And how the man from Green Giant is trying to pep up the Pillsbury Doughboy. The oil companies under siege, a look behind the battlements, plus regular features like In the News, sharp profiles of the people to watch, business roundup, economic forecasting you can count on your own time, how executives get away from it all, personal investing, how to get your share, Fortune is packed with insight, foresight, and always the reasons why. That's why Fortune is an investment. And you can get Fortune at more than 50% off the cover price. 20 issues for just $21.50. Just call this toll-free number, 800-621-8200. If you call now, you'll also get Fortune's big 50th anniversary issue free. It begins when Herbert Hoover was in the White House and takes you through 50 years that have changed the way we live and do business. The anniversary issue is free, and so is the phone call. So dial 800-621-8200. Look, the people at the top already have their fortunes. What about yours?
Stay tuned for more of The Incredible Shrinking Man in a few moments.
John Harter.
I feel very much a part of this community. I'm a native Washingtonian. I grew up here. Testing cars for the news is like getting paid for having fun, because cars have always been my hobby. That's why there's a lot of grease under my fingernails. I love the outdoors, and my son and I do some backpacking. It's sort of a challenge in this computerized, mechanized day and age to go out and carry all of your belongings and walk on the trail. That's fun for me.
You get our best on News 7.
The Mayor's Youth Leadership Institute is currently recruiting young males and females to participate in the 1980-81 program. To be nominated, you must be 14 to 17 years of age by July 1st, must have a Social Security number, and be a D.C. resident. Nominations are being accepted until March 31st. Mail to Mayor's Youth Leadership Institute, 122 C Street, Northwest, room 711, Washington, D.C., 20001. Attention, Recruitment Committee.
How much proof does Governor Hughes need? 2 different surveys of Maryland gas stations show that the stations are ripping us off. In fact, 1 of every 5 stations in Maryland is overcharging, and it's costing consumers over $7 million a year. One way to combat overcharging is to audit gas stations. Last year, Governor Hughes rejected an offer by the Department of Energy to give him the authority to conduct audits. Hughes said that there was no proof that stations were making illegal profits. But now there's plenty of proof, and Montgomery County Delegate Lou Simmons wants the governor to do something about it. His resolution in the Maryland House would ask Governor Hughes to accept the authority to audit gas stations and to enforce price ceilings. TV7 urges Governor Hughes to start gas station auditing in Maryland. There's no denying that a lot of stations are overcharging. Now it's up to the governor to do something about it. That's our opinion. What's yours?
The Incredible Shrinking Man will return in a moment.
Jason lives on the Hill, Annie in Georgetown, Juan in Adams Morgan. Yet they have something in common. All 3 have too much lead in their bodies. Sources of lead are around us every day. Newsprint, old paint, auto emissions, even some canned goods. Lead poisoning knows no race, color, creed, or status, but it sure knows kids. Have your children lead tested today. Call 745-3029.
Can we count on you, Sugar Ray?
Sure you can count on me. I'm Sugar Ray Leonard, and I'm going to be answering the 1980 census because it's important to all of us. You see, the census is how our community gets funds for things like housing, jobs, new schools, help for the elderly and the handicapped. And no one can find out your name or answers because they're kept confidential by law. So answer the census April 1st. We're counting on you.
If you've entered March of Dimes Super Walk, like BC, be sure you have sponsors signed up for each kilometer you walk. Get as many sponsors as you can. Even grog. The more you have for every kilometer you walk will help the March of Dimes in its fight against birth defects. If you haven't joined BC in the March of Dimes Super Walk, call this number and join today.
Betsy Ashton.
I was trained as a designer and as a painter. I see things in very visual terms. That's one of the reasons I like television, because I like dealing with the videotape, putting together stories, telling them in a visual medium. One of the reasons that I get a kick out of this job is that I enjoy being out, meeting people, interacting with people, finding out what's important to them. That's the excitement.
You get our best on News 7.
TV7's Great Late movie presentation of The Incredible Shrinking Man will continue following station identification.
Hey, buddy, don't you know how ugly that looks?
Yeah. Who do you think's gonna clean up that mess?
Yeah.
I'll tell you who. People like us. That's who. Every year we spend millions to clean up after people who litter.
My tax money.
Some people got no pride. You want to lock up this creep. I just might do that.
Sometimes you just don't think when you litter. So start thinking.
Every year, nearly 15,000 cars are stolen in the Washington area. Don't let your car be next. I'm Corporal Ron Smith of the Prince George's County Police Department, a member of Maryland Crime Watch, and PACT. You can protect your car by taking a few simple steps. Never leave your keys in the ignition. When you get out of your car, lock it. And install anti-theft door locking buttons on all of the doors. For more information on ways to secure your car, call your police or sheriff.
Jim Clark.
I grew up in a little coal mining town in Kentucky. And my uncle owned a pool hall. When I was 6, I could put enough reverse English on a cue ball to make it hop off the table, jump on the rail, and run right down into the pocket. Growing up with ordinary folks, I think, developed in me a love for the simpler things in life. Yes, I think that's reflected in my work. Hopefully what we do here helps people solve their day-to-day problems. It helps them enjoy the simpler things in life.
You get our best on News 7.
You get our best with Tic-Tac-Dough.